In this video, I'm going to discuss about data nodes in progress notes in an inpatient. So basically, a data node is a templated form or data capturing form, which you can set. The organizations can set themselves without going to the vendor, and then it will facilitate capturing data at the same time creating the progress note. Um, so and it's like sort of a way to use templates effectively to make your work easy, as well as data nodes are useful in monitoring and evaluation purposes, and auto population is facilitated, so then the data validity is accurate, and then it's easy to use. So now here, of course, now in this patient, I'm going to use a data template, data form. Let's say I'm going into one of the data forms called febrile episode. So I'm going to initiate this through initiate new. Now there are already created data to data forms met and code blue and false. But I'm going to create a different one today. It's going to be febrile episode. Um, and then I'll say create, right? Because it comes with the default name of title for me. So I'll say yes. Then after what I have to do, just simply entering this information. This main complaint is cough and lethargy. And then primary diagnosis comes. It comes as from, it can be auto-populated from the template once you're creating. So now here it comes as abscess, because that's the main complaint that we have. So the main diagnosis is saved. Likewise, we can fill this as we want. So then at the end of the day, your template will be filled with the data, and then data node will be created. So I'll show you how it's done. So like this, I'll put some data there, and then fever reported date, maybe like this. So on, you can fill this data fields, and then once you do the finalization, let's say I'm going here and do finalize, so that would create the node for me. So then now this is what I entered. From there, of course, it has developed the node. Then I would add and finalize the complete. Now my data node is created and it's done, and it's already saved. So now if I want to know whether it's saved, there are two ways. One, of course, if you go to versions, now version 1 is created like this. This is what I have added. If let's say if you change this and refinalize, then there will be a second version. I'll show you that, but before that I'll show you where it originally it goes. So it goes to this progress node tab as well. So now here you can see the data node we have created. So that's how you can simply create a data node. And these are not just information in a text, because these are like discrete data which you can capture. Let's say patients, let's say if you want to have an audit of febrile patients who had cough or urinary symptoms, that can be easily calculated using this kind of a tool. Now, let's say, as I said, if you want to change anything, let's say I'm changing something like putting record fever, the temperature that we have recorded, 38, right? Something like that. So this is how we can do. And then let's say if I want to finalize this, say finalize. So this add. Now if you go to versions, now you can see two versions. This is the latest version I have done. This one. Sorry, this is the old version, which doesn't have the temperature recording there. So fever fever, temperature, it's not there. But if I go back to versions, and if I go to let's say this one, the old one, so the latest one, version 2, you can see the temperature is recorded. So likewise, the version management is there in every node that we create here. All right, so that's data node. Now let's see how how we can configure a data node template. Now this is actually, all these are done by the organization themselves, by their maybe system administrators. But vendors, they don't need to involve in doing this, because these are not hard coded. Just like using configuration platform, you can easily change this. Let's see now. I'll show you how this can be easily changed. Now I'm going to change the febrile episode. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put another field called where the blood culture was taken in a febrile episode, so something like that. So I'm going into settings here, administration. This is only available for system administrator kind of access level, but not for everybody, right? And then we are going into configuration, and configuration, you can see data node configuration here. If I go here, I can see progress nodes, comprehensive care, procedure, etc. So I'm going to progress nodes, right? Because that's where the data node is. Then under progress node, you can see several subsets. So data sets are there. So I'm selecting febrile episode. So now there are a lot of parameters set for this. So according to that, the behavior of the template is controlled. Now here, let's say if I want to add another field called whether blood culture was taken, right? Something like yes, no, right? Yes, no field. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go here and add. So I think it's going to be number 17. So number 17, number 18. It's the next number, 18. We had to give a name for this. So without any space, blood culture taken. So I'll copy the same and put it here as the caption. I'll get rid of these underscores, right? And type yes, no. Autofill, we can keep autofill blank since it's yes, no. You can use yeah, so we can do data value, and we don't need to really worry about this, but you can put a section if you want. I'm not going to put a section here, maybe leave it blank, and then comment that culture taken. One thing I missed, type yes, no, autofill, right. So now I got that one in column ID, and we got that. We have a blood culture taken 011. Yeah, the section history. Section should come examination. Three investigations. I'll put it as 3 investigations. So you can put any section that you want. Okay, it's done. So that's it. So we have configured that we have amended that. So we are going back to our patient there. Our patient is Vito, and then we are going into this one. I think this is the episode that we created the progress note, and then we are going into data not filtered episode. This one. So here we don't have anything here, but if I go back to, let's say, if I click this one, then I'm going back to the place that we entered, which is here, and here you can see maybe you can see now the blood culture taken has come in. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to edit and enter that. Yes. Can you see how easily this can be set? Now, if I go to all sections now, or will appear like this. Now, if I finalize, now you can see the new section is there. The blood culture taken, yes. So likewise, so easily you can manipulate, according to your requirement, your templates. So this is like a very robust tool which can be used for easy documentation in clinical care.